Alright, so I was going to give y'all a little bit of an update on our chicken pen situation. We have got some more chickens since my last post. Some Sussex chickens. Speckled Sussex is what they are, and they're supposed to be a big seller for 2026. So we got us 8 hens and a rooster, and then of course we still have our Easter eggers and olive eggers in a pen together with a rooster there. We got a different rooster to go with them because, you know, we had the rooster that had the bad leg, so we don't think he'll be able to breed, so we're actually giving him away to somebody. And then we've got our golden laced Wyandottes and a rooster in there with them. They're in the first pen. The second pen that I'll show you is the Easter eggers and olive eggers, and then the speckled Sussex at the end. And we have gotten the water buckets set up. They're just 5-gallon buckets that we clean out and put the little water cups on there. And Melvin's riding his horse, so the dogs are going crazy. And we've got the feeders also hanging on the fence. Oh, another thing that we've done is we added 2 strips of tin, and then we've got an opening at the roof there with the netting across the top. And the reason for leaving a gap with the netting instead of putting tin there is, of course, that they need mostly shade, a chicken does, and these pens are actually in the shade most of the day because of the tree covers that we have right here. But we feel like they need a gap right there to get access to sun if they want it. I mean, to me that just makes sense that an animal needs to be able to, if they want to get in the sun, they can walk over there. And chickens, they like to do like a little sunbathing sometimes, dust bath, lay out in it, you know. So we wanted to make that available for them if they want to, if they choose to go over there. So here are the golden lace Wyandottes. Got their feeder set up here, their waterer, and there's their tin. Back up. So you can see most of it is covered in tin, and then there's a small area right here open in case they want to, you know, get out over there in the sun when the sun's over here. But like I said, you can see that pen right now is mostly shaded because of the tree situation that we have right here, so we got a lot of shade. And then we've got the Easter, these are all Easter eggers right here, and their feed, a couple olive eggers over there, the black ones. This is the new rooster that we got right here, and I really like the way he looks. What else you can see? Really pretty color. Their water, got their roost, and you can see their tin has been put up with the small section open over there. And these are our newest ones that you haven't seen yet, the speckled Sussex. Open it up there. And they're still a little bit shy because we've only had them here a day. And this is the rooster that we had to give away with the bad leg. But none of these are old enough, none of these hens yet, in any pen, are old enough yet to lay eggs. So we've got probably another 4 to 5 months on these before they can lay, another 4 months on these, and at least another 3 months here on the Wyandottes before they would be able to. But the nesting boxes came in. I do have them, and I will get them set up when we get closer to where they can actually lay. And then they've got their cover also with the open spot. And they've got their roost as well. And their water and their feed. And that's good, they're coming up to the feed. They haven't been really doing that. I had to go sprinkle some out over here. You can see they're over there eating because they didn't want to come up here. They're just shy. All the chickens are like that when they get to a new place. They do eventually though come out of their shell, and then they're up moving around more like these are. These are really pretty chickens, these speckled Sussex. And here's Booty. Hey Booty. Voodoo. Booty. Booty. You gonna talk to the camera? No? No, not today. And just then on the video, I was noticing in this newer pen, there's some netting which is sticking up just a little bit, and I started pulling on it, and it's just coming up, thrown up in the ground. Hold on, we'll need two hands. Get this out of here so I don't get tangled in it or anything like that. There was some of this in that other pen I got pulled up the other day, but I didn't notice this one. And it probably wouldn't be a problem or anything, but I just want to get it just in case. Man, it's really growing up under there. It's green. It was blending really well. All right. Got it. That was all grown up under the ground, just like a little piece like that. How much was maybe sticking out?